As I'm learning on what it takes for someone to become a CEO, two things stood out, two skills: commercial skills or commercially related skills and strategic skills. And unfortunately, these are the two skills that I did not practice a lot with and I don't have a lot of experience in. So if I want to become a CEO, I really have to practice those two. The only issue is that in today's episode of documenting my journey in becoming a CEO or a C-level executive, it shows that I still have a lot to learn, especially when it comes to commercially related skills and projects. So unfortunately, I failed, or at least I feel like I'm still incompetent with what has happened. Essentially, what happened was a colleague of mine invited me to support them with a technical issue that a client was facing. The issue was that they needed to upgrade their systems, but they just did not know how many of their systems needed that upgrade given a certain technical issue that they were facing. They asked me to not only estimate the technical effort, but also to come up with the commercial price or the total cost for them that would take, or for them to pay for us to do that work for them to upgrade their systems. The only issue was that they needed that estimate within 2 days, but the amount of systems and the things that these systems do and the amount of upgrades, let's say, that we need to do is not clear, and it's not going to take 2 days to do that. Instead, what I did was I came up with a unit price for each system with different levels of, let's say, work, tasks, or functionalities. This is what's going to cost for them to upgrade it. Now, they were not happy with that because it seemed like an open-ended budget that they were not going to take up internally with their respective teams to allocate that budget for them to do that work if they would contract us. After meeting with them for a couple of days, I was able to come up with a better pricing model that was closer to what they wanted, but still had some vagueness, let's say, some sort of range that they were not comfortable with. Again, why? Because they were not able to go and ask for a very specific or fixed budget given what I have given them. Given that it was still open-ended a little bit. It was still unit price, but now there was a range, like it would not be less than this amount or higher than this amount. Given the urgency of the matter, given and my inability to give them something concrete, it was escalated to another colleague of mine who was very well versed when it comes to commercial models and well versed when it comes to such clients in our market here. To my surprise, he was able to come up with a very easy solution I was just not aware about, and was able to overcome the final hurdle to get the client what they wanted so that they can secure the budget. To my surprise, I was like, okay, no matter what I do, there's still a lot for me to learn about when it comes to this area, and I'm still very far from where I want to be. And I went to them and asked for advice, like, hey, you seem like a great closer. What did it take from you to actually learn all these skills? And he was able to guide me and give me feedback on what I can do to improve in that area. But what was evident is that I still need to work a lot in that area. Now, essentially, it comes down to just problem solving. Like, he saw a problem, he was able to come up with many solutions to that problem that I just did not have experience with, because I don't have experience in the first place in what are the different solutions when it comes to commercial problems. That's what I lack, because my background is technical, not commercial. So it's still a new area for me to explore in, to understand what are different approaches and solutions that would adhere to different conditions and requirements from different clients, the market situation that we face here and there, and just what is viable for us also. And I feel like that's what I need to focus on heavily, at least in the short term, before I can even get into the strategic set of skills that I need to work on if I would become a CEO.